That was quality.
Yeah, I was obviously very, very pleased. We built it. It was, I said to the players before the game, we were going to go and show the character that last week wasn't just a one-off, and we answered the questions today. A great performance. The only disappointing thing, we never took our chances in the first half to start finding the ball, and we were a wee bit careless in front of goal, and we could have been 1 or 2 up in first half display, you know, and then obviously second half was a bit scrappy at times, but again we showed great character, and we restricted there to very few chances, I think, you know. And then the bad luck continues, you know. We've got players off with broken noses and players off with broken toes or whatever it is, you know, and at times then you could fold or you could buckle, but again, as I say, great character from the players, and are willing to win, and a great desire from everybody in the team, so very, very pleased.
I was going to ask what's pleased you more, that, you know, the 5-1 against Dennismuir, or I mean this game where they really dug deep and showed that they're a team that can grind out wins against teams at the top?
Definitely. I mean, I think we wanted to build on it, you know, that there was no point winning away from home in a tough venue and then coming back to home. As I say, we had to address our home form, and hopefully that's us done that and we can kick on, you know. We're not going to get carried away. As I say, we've had 2 good results. We can look forward now to the Celtic game as a cup. It's a kind of less of a pressure on us, you know, that we can go and enjoy it, but hopefully put in a good performance. And but the questions were answered. As I say, we knew the bread and butter. We talked about the 2 league victories that we went and got, and as I say, it's pulled us up the table a bit and pulled us closer to teams above us, and hopefully we can build on that again when the league commences again, you know. But as I say, we're going to enjoy the weekend, and as I say, people forget that players make sacrifices at this time of year, and not spending maybe as much time with their family at New Year and stuff like that. They make sacrifices, and it showed today that we've got a good bunch in there, very professional, and we've done that. And I said we can go and enjoy a few beers tonight to celebrate the win, you know. So but delighted for everybody at the club. As I say, we've been through a tough spell, you know, and hopefully we've come out through that now, and we've turned the corner, and we can kick on from this.
And your big game players showed up as well. Paul Kenny, Jamie Longworth, Mark McGuigan. I mean, they were all in form. Instead of you've spoken before, only 4 or 5 players perform, and the rest of the team doesn't.
Well, I said that was part of my talk. I says, but we're getting performances now that the whole team's showing 7 or 8 out of 10, not just 1 or 2, and we're getting 3s and 4s, you know. But that's a consistency again, and something we have to, as I say, build on. You know, hard work and been organised and everything else. I'm delighted obviously to get a clean sheet. Stevie Bell's went in there as a captain and has been magnificent, I think, just in that steadying influence, his age and reading the game and everything else. And Kearney's now shown exactly what a Premier player does at this level, you know, and I thought he was outstanding today, to be fair. They just couldn't live with him. No. I don't think they could live with him. I don't think he gave the ball away, to be fair. Outstanding performance. But he was one of many others, and as I say, you couldn't really pick him out in terms of the great effort and commitment from everybody, and just delighted, as I say, for a good result for us. I think we owed Ayr United one after the last few performances, so it was nice to get the win.
Did it mean more for yourself as well? Because against Ayr, I saw you giving Tiff a big hug at full time and giving the crowd a bit of a cheer as well.
I mean, I don't really think it that way. I mean, I had good times down there. United had good 4 or 5 years down there, and there was good people at the club, you know. So I was just more pleased with the win, no matter who we're playing against, you know. So it means a lot to supporters, I think, because it's a sort of derby and everything else, you know. And it's always good to win these games, as I say. But I never really paid too much to that, you know. As I say, it was more about the importance of the win for us.
How much of a headache is it, McGurn? I mean, do you know how bad it is with?
Well, I think there's some kind of fracture, whether it's his toe or his foot, so that doesn't look too good for us, you know. So we'll have to get another goalkeeper in. Obviously, it looks like that, but we'll wait and see what the outcome from the hospital is away to hospital now. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But
and Scotty Rumsby has a broken nose. There was certainly a lot of blood there.
It was one of these ones. It's a different because I mean, you lose a player like that. At that point, we're just putting high balls into the box, and the last person you don't want off your centre half who's going to go and win headers. So it seemed to be an eternity, but I think the players like to do that to me, see if I can get any more grey hair or no hair. So, but as I say, delighted again. Things were going against us at that stage, but again we came through it strong, and hopefully it's a good sign for us.
Back-to-back wins for only the second time this season. The important thing is now just to push on.
Well, as I say, we're not going to get carried away. It was 2 important wins for us, you know. But as I say, now we can enjoy the not a break, but then obviously there's no pressure on us for next week. We can go and enjoy the occasion and the Sky TV and the big crowd, and the players will respond to that anyway. I mean, any player that plays professional football wants to play in these games, and I'm sure they'll lift themselves for that anyway. But as I say, anything from that game's an added bonus to us, you know. And you just want to come through it with a good performance, and as I say, whatever comes from it. But we're certainly going to make it difficult for them next week. They're not going to come down here and have a party, that's for sure. We're going to be we'll go into that game now with good confidence, and whoever plays, hopefully they can put on a decent display.
And what's the message for a game like that? Do you just go out there with your standard game plan, or do you think, right, come on boys, park the bus and keep it down?
Park the bus. Well, I think we'll have to look at things and work at things this week that we might have to change the shape a wee bit and shake things about a wee bit, but that's no slight on any of the players. Obviously we're playing Celtic, and we certainly don't want to be too open against them, and before we know it we're a couple of goals down. We want to keep it tight as long as we can and try and frustrate them, and we'll try and do that. You know, I'd had, when I was the manager, with good success playing Premier League teams, and it's about frustrating them and frustrating the supporters and stuff like that, and then you can hopefully counter-attack them and hit them the break. And like we did at Hibs, we could have been a goal ahead with the chance with Malcolm. The goalkeeper pulls off an outstanding save, and we lose to an OG. So
yeah,
as I say, you never know what can happen. So we'll look forward to it, and we'll work hard this week, and we'll see what happens.
A sore one.
Yeah, it was, aye. It was one of those horrible games, wasn't it? It was very fluent. I thought we had 2 or 3 good chances in the first half. I thought Stranraer had 2 or 3 good chances, and the game just changed in 2 minutes. Jordan missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, we'd ought to scored down, he knows he's gutted. He did well in the second half, but he's got to put it in the net. 2 minutes later, they got the part and scored. And that was it. And the game, last 10 minutes of the game, it became a bit bizarre. You know, just, they were breaking on us just because we were throwing so many forward. But we can't blame injuries because we did enough in the part to get a result. But the confidence is down. But you know, it's not in the middle of a crisis. You know, I said to players before, it's the same boys that went on a long unbeaten run, and you know, take 3 points today, you take 6 out of 9. So it's without all these players, but it's a certain type of player we're missing just now, I've got to say, and the other ones that are out. And most of them would get in any team in the league, apart from Hollywood. That makes it hard.
I suppose the blessing is you don't have a game next week.
Absolutely, we've got 2 weeks now, and we'll definitely have 3 out of the 5 back. There may even be 4, may even be all 5 of them. So that will make us a bit of a different proposition.
That'll make a difference.
Yeah.
You've done something firm on winning today, so they've gone far ahead.
Right, 9 points clear, yeah. But and Peterhead's closing in as well. So you know we need to. We're still very confident once we get our team on the pitch. We'll be good enough to compete with most teams.
Good.